Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold. In the last episode, we made our way back down here to Cyanwood City, where we got the potion for Ampharos in the lighthouse. However, we also have a gym here. Cyanwood City Pokemon Gym. Leader is Chuck. His roaring fists do all the talking. As we learned before, this is a fighting type gym, so Yanma might be at a bit of an advantage here. He's so into his training, he doesn't seem to notice you. I like how the sound kind of peters off compared to it. Yeah, this is a completely different gym from the gold and silver version, just as a heads up. So you're going to notice me there. I think if I leave the gym, you'll actually be able to cheese this gym a bit. Words are useless. Let your fists do the talking. You know what? I should probably actually take on all of these gym trainers because we're a little underleveled. What level is this matchup going to be? 25? Yeah. Just the regular Pokemon are higher level than us by a long shot. However, unless it has Rock Throw, we're going to be pretty safe here. That's the one thing I'm going to have to watch out is any of these fighting types using Rock Throw. Luckily, we 4 times resist any fighting type attacks, so they're hardly going to be able to scratch Ace, which is good for us. Vital Throw actually does damage equal to your level, so that's actually going to be a lot better for Machop. Wait, or does it? I thought Vital Throw did damage. No, that's Seismic Toss. I'm thinking of a different thing. Focus Energy, huh? Well, sorry to say it, you're done. Yeah, this will be a good opportunity for Yanma to gain some levels on the other. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, you're kidding. He's actually using Seismic Toss too, which is going to do exactly what I said it did. That's kind of funny that he actually had Seismic Toss in addition to that. Well, there you go. That's one Machop. That should be a level up at least. I've been thinking about using my rare candies on Ace, because it's going to have some trouble leveling up. It's just weak to so many Pokemon that are regular. Oh, that's an entire Machoke. Yeah, see ya. I'm not fighting you. I think Chinchou might actually be able to hold up to you pretty well. It's probably going to... what is it gonna use? Napalm's gonna be... its usefulness is not going to be apparent here. Also, I give Chinchou the Quick Claw, by the way. Its speed is rather low, so it should get a lot of use out of it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna toss out Chinchou on this. It's a little tanky, it should be able to take some hits. Leer, of all things? You're gonna leer a Yanma that was that low on HP? Well, in that case, get confused, baby. Oh, look at that. The first turn we have Quick Claw in play and it activates. It doesn't say it activates in this game though, which is a little odd. Thanks to Machoke's huge attack power, it should be able to do a lot of damage to itself through confusion. Because it does actually take in consideration your attack power too. Defense. That's a lot of defense down. I feel like it might be safe to swap out again, but I'm just gonna use Surf. Oh, I outspeeded anyway. Geez, really? That's fine. It snapped out of oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. This is just Seismic Toss. Yeesh, I didn't expect it to break out of confusion that quickly, although I have to wonder why it used Leer twice and then used Seismic Toss. Not a great strategy. I don't think these trainer classes are known for their knowledge. Please hit yourself at least once. Come on now. Come on now. Jeez. Well, it's definitely gonna knock me out with one hit if it uses anything other than Seismic Toss. If it uses Seismic Toss again, though, we'll be able to get a lot of use out of Flail. I don't think I've explained Flail, because we've never seen it before. It does more damage the lower your HP is. So, if you use a Seismic Toss on it, Rock Slide, I'm dead. Okay, cool. Well, that's great. It didn't get hit by confusion once. Man. That's fine. I think Ace ought to be able to knock it out. Go for a Sonic Boom, I think. Hopefully it hits itself, otherwise it's obviously going to knock us out in one turn with Rock Slide. And it snapped out of confusion, and it used Leer. Once again, trainer class is not known for their knowledge, their wisdom. Nope, you're gone. Cool, well, Yanma got all the experience of that fight. Convenient. That ought to help us out a bit then, huh? Knob? That's your name? Your name's Knob? Alright. I lost some speechless. Yeah, you should be. You ought to be. All right, let's see. Oh, that's actually very tight. I'm gonna go heal. I'm back and I'm ready to rumble. Yeah, I'm gonna fight you off screen. My Pokemon and I are bound together by friendship. Our bond will never be broken. Yeah, just throw out your Machop. Okay, you know what? That's a Hitmonlee. That's interesting. I know it's not gonna have any Rock-type moves. And I'm going to show this because it's a Hitmonlee and you probably won't get to see that much. Is it going to have any moves that aren't fighting type? I don't think it should know Blaze Kick in this game, right? Meditate. It's gonna raise its attack power. That's fine. I'm just gonna keep using Sonic Boom, I think. Yeah, this Hitmonlee is officially knocked out. Sonic Boom and I think a Quick Attack ought to knock it out. Yeah. See ya. Once again, you're not the smartest trainer class out there, are ya? I'm gonna say it every single time. Oh, that's some chunky experience. Yeah, Ace is really gonna be shining here. Ooh, Supersonic. I've really needed a move that can, just any kind of status move. Yeah, I'm getting rid of Double Team. I don't find the utility of Double Team very useful, especially Ace, which can be knocked out by many moves in one shot, notably Rock-type moves. No real reason to invest any stat ups into it, in my opinion. If it were to have Quiver Dance, that'd be a separate issue, since I don't have to go around you. I'll go ahead and turn the winch, baby. Oh, that's all it took, really? Huh? I thought there was another winch on the other side. Nope. Well, in that case, I definitely want to take on these other trainers before we move on. We martial artists fear nothing. Once again, this is kind of a cool Pokemon to show off, so I guess I'm not going to cut this out either. Although it could have, like, Fire, Thunder, and Ice Punch, all of which are going to be very powerful on me. Oh, come on. Yeah, figures. Great. Gee, and that's why I don't bother using Double Team. Good lord, dude. Okay, none of your punches are going to be good on me. I don't know if it has Fire or Thunder Punch, but obviously it has Ice Punch. I'm gonna Confuse Ray you. Yeah. Actually, it might not have any attacking moves other than those. Really? It did that much damage? Geez, your attack power must be through the roof. Or I just have really low defense, which is probably also a factor here. If it connects another attack and I know I'm slower, I'll be at like 2 HP. Do I risk? I'm gonna risk it. If it hits me, that's fine. It hit me. I should be at 2 HP. 5 HP, that works just as well. Watch this damage. Okay. Well, that's a little disappointing. I think Surf is just gonna do more damage. Really? Really, we're doing this with the confusion. It hasn't worked once. Well, Jesus. I mean, Daisy, I guess, because it's gonna resist all of its punches. Well, not Thunder Punch if it has it, but still. I definitely prefer that to anything else. Just Ember you, I guess. No, it seems like it only has Ice and Fire Punch. It doesn't seem to have Thunder Punch, because it definitely would have used it. Why is it so bulky? It's level 27, I get that. It has Mach Punch, so it does have a fighting type attack. I don't know why it didn't use it earlier. This Hitmonchan's literally going to just knock out my entire team. No, it's not. I'd really like Daisy to get this level up here, so I'm gonna heal it. Jeez. I guess I'm just not used to dealing with Hitmonchans. It'll be asleep, but with my luck, this is going to freeze first off. Okay, with my luck, it's about to wake up the next turn. Oh, no. What else did I have? I have recover. Go ahead and recover, but I'm just going to try and knock it out straight with this. I don't think a Mach Punch will knock me out, so we should be safe. Although, yeesh, the amount of damage we do with Ember is pitiful. And we're holding a Charcoal. Come on, don't wake up. Okay, good so far. I think this means it's a guaranteed knockout for Daisy. Yep, okay, good. Even if it woke up, Mach Punch wouldn't knock us out, so I'm okay with that. See ya, this ought to be a lot of experience. 8-10. Enough to level up Daisy. Good. That's shocking. Yeah, once again, we're probably going to be pretty weak for the next few episodes until our Pokemon start evolving again. I'm actually gonna go heal. Oh geez, I have to re-switch the thing? Okay, well, I'm definitely going to take on this trainer battle because I need all of the experience, as we can see. My Raging Fist will shatter your Pokemon. Alright, now, okay. I've been thinking about this for the last few episodes. I think I actually am just going to use those rare candies to kind of even out our team right now. Where are our rare candies? Oh, there they are. We got them so early. I think I am just going to use these to even out our team. I'm going to give them to Chinchou. That revives them? Very interesting. Yeah, 1 to Chinchou. Maybe 1 to Yanma? Nah. Just give 2 to Chinchou, what does it matter? Well, say it with me, everyone. Time to go heal. Alright, we're truly and really ready. I like the idea that he started his waterfall back up after I walked out. Like, dude, you stopped my waterfall for nothing? Nah, we gotta do it. I wonder how he feels, though. Like, he's just sitting there training in the waterfall, and we're just like, nah, I'm gonna fight you now. I am starting this off with Yanma because I want Chinchou to use later in the battle. Oomph, the pounding waterfall right onto my head. Ugh, why did you stop the waterfall from pouring on me? You just spoiled my training. I have to warn you that I am a strong trainer training every day under this waterfall. What? It has nothing to do with Pokemon? That's true. Come on, we shall do battle. And you know what? Another thing that I forgot, you don't actually need strength for this gym, like you do in Gold and Silver. Anyway, this is the leader Chuck. This is going to be difficult. Starting out with a Primate, level 29. That's scary. Okay. Well, I think my first instinct is probably to Supersonic. I wonder if it's going to use Rock Throw or try to screech me down. It's using Double Team. That really sucks. Note. Ace has Compound Eyes. That's going to actually make the Supersonic a bit more accurate, but not enough to hit. It's just... oh no. Oh no. If it comes down to it, it sounds like we're gonna have to throw out Bud to try and, you know what, I might just swap out right now. It sucks that it's faster than me as well. Alright, that's good. Does a good amount of damage to it. To itself due to a very high attack stat. Ooh, crit, not very bad. So I'm gonna swap out to Bud. Magical Leaf has a 100% hit rate no matter what. And since it just used Double Team twice, I'm not going to risk missing all of my attacks. Focus Energy, huh? Oh no, it's trying to use Focus Punch. Okay, Focus Punch is a move that does not hit unless you're not hit this same turn. Nope, lost its focus because I hit it. Good. I was going to try and Poison Powder it, but I think I'm going to hold off on that if it's going to try and use Focus Punch on me. Rock Slide. Yeah, I expected that. This is going to hurt. Yikes. Okay. Even though Bud's a tank and a half, even that's going to hurt it. And knowing this trainer, it's going to... Knowing it's a... gym trainer, it's probably going to use a Hyper Potion, so I'll take my opportunity to poison it. If we're gonna play cheap, I'm gonna play cheap too. Alright, now I need to be very careful about what I do here because I kind of do want to Synthesis stall it. Is it still confused? Even if it is, it's going to break out soon. I have to basically either like Synthesis stall, but if it uses Focus Punch on a turn that I use Synthesis, it's going to hurt. So it's a gamble no matter what I do. Luckily we guessed right here. Make us live another turn. Otherwise, if it uses Rock Slide, it's going to be some more big damage on us. In addition to that, it'll have a chance to flinch us as well. Although we do heal a little bit with every Magical Leaf, which is good, at least. Okay, it's still confused. I wasn't aware of that, actually. Now, are you gonna have another... Yep. At this rate, there's no reason to try and use Synthesis. It's just about done. Are you gonna use another Super Potion, or Hyper Potion I think it used, I wonder. Actually, this poison's gonna knock you out. Very good. No, you're not. You ain't Focus Punching me, baby. You only got one attack off. That's good. All right, so next Pokemon. Ooh, Bud got a level up off of that. Jeez, getting level ups all over the place. You're gonna be Natural Gift, huh? Okay. That's an interesting moves. I'm gonna keep my old moves. It'll have a different effect depending on what berry you give it. Or maybe it's any item at all. I'm pretty sure it's only berries, but yeah, it's interesting. Not gonna mess with that though. We haven't lost yet. Okay. Out comes the Poliwrath. Toad Water and Fighting type, very powerful. This is actually I think this might be the first third stage Pokemon we've seen in the entire game. Thinking about it. Well, nope, that's not true. We've seen Butterfree and Beedrill, but do they really count? I might try to save myself for the long haul and try to Poison Powder. That was the incorrect decision. This might actually knock out Bud in one hit. It's got 5 levels on us, and it's going to have Stab due to it being a fighting type. Yeah, now you know the power of Focus Punch, and now you know why I can't lower my guard at all. Yeah, I knew it was gonna have Focus Punch. I was just hoping it'd do something else, but why would it? I'm a grass type, it wouldn't use any water type moves. I'm gonna throw out Chinchou. Not only is it going to be resistant to any water type moves Poliwrath might have, but if it tries to Focus Punch, I can always just Spark. Yep. Spark, I believe, is 100% accuracy, so it shouldn't have a problem here. Wow, look at that, Quick Claw activating. Doesn't matter with Focus Punch. Focus Punch will always go at the end of the turn. Always giving you a chance to get a hit off. That's a crit. Chinchou, you're a god. I think we might have this Poliwrath in checkmate. Ooh, what do you have? Just a normal berry? Citrus berry? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep sparking. Oh, what is it doing? It's not using Focus Punch. I just can't risk being hit by Focus Punch because that's gonna one-shot any Pokemon I throw out there. Body Slam, huh? Interesting. Jeez. Well, at this rate... No, not yet. See, a Focus Punch will knock me out in one hit anyway, as will Body Slam. I think it might be worth using Confuse Ray just to try and future-proof it. Of course, I think I'm also very slow, so I'm not going to outspeed the Poliwrath if it does choose to use Body Slam. I just can't imagine the trainer class trying to use Focus Punch right now. I got Quick Claw, yes! That's perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. This is my only chance of Chinchou surviving an attack, is it hitting itself in confusion. Come on now, come on. Beautiful. And it's gonna get hurt by this poison. If it hits itself in confusion the next turn as well, I believe Chinchou just took this. He has another Hyper Potion. This absolute crook. This level 100 boss. Figures you have 2 Hyper Potions. I guess you didn't really get a chance to use the second one on Primeape, did you? It's using Focus Punch. I don't know. I don't know what it is with the AI in this gym, but they're just not the brightest, are they? If Chinchou could get all of this experience, I would be ecstatic. Being 9 levels under, that's not bad. If it hits itself the next 2 turns, I believe that's GG. Body Slam, huh? Hypnosis. Okay. Once again, I don't know why it wouldn't just go for Body Slam. After that poison... Okay. Either it has to miss its attack. I win. Because this Spark's going to knock it off balance. Even if it doesn't hit itself in confusion, the poison's going to knock it out. Chinchou just completely destroyed this Poliwrath. Doesn't matter. Although I guess, you know, with the help of the poison from Bayleaf. I told you that poison powder would be worth it. 1,228 experience, that's nuts. We lost. I think that's the first time we've gotten over 1,000 experience. That was well fought. I'll give you that. I lost? How about that? All right, you're worthy of the Storm Badge. We got the Storm Badge. Nothing to do with fighting types, rather like flying types or water types maybe. I guess, you know what? This is a very water-based gym, I guess. The Storm Badge lets your Pokemon fly to any city or town you've already been to. Here, take this too. TM01, you can imagine what this is. That's Focus Punch. Doesn't land if the foe you're attacking hits you first, but it's very powerful if it manages to hit. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend putting that on any Pokemon unless they also have a way to put the opponent to sleep or maybe even confuse them. Otherwise, you're just going to have to predict it using a status move instead of an attacking move. That's Cyanwood's Gym Badge. Then you should take the HM. This is HM02. This is Fly. We don't have a Pokemon that can learn it, so we're going to have a permanent slave for this. You'll be able to fly instantly to anywhere you visited. So luckily, with that news, we won't have to swim all the way back to Olivine City. Sup, this is Huey, how are ya? My Poliwhirl's looking tougher than ever. Looks even tougher than me. Later. Okay, well, that was pointless. Anyway, with that move, I didn't realize it, but I had Shuckle in my team, my party that whole time. Time for Kenya to come back out. Or do we have any other Pokemon that could learn Fly, I think? I don't think we do. Let's check. First off, we need to deposit Shucky. I don't plan on using Shucky. Actually, I should take its berry juice. No. We do have a Pidgey. I was just wondering if we'd have a flying type that could also learn Rock Smash. Because that'd be convenient. It doesn't look like it, sadly. That's fine with me. I'll just take Kenya for it. Man, I really wish Yanma could learn Fly, because having a flying type move at this point would be so good for it. Especially in that fighting type gym, it's kind of unfortunate that Yanma doesn't learn any flying type moves. And it doesn't learn any of the flying type moves that we've gotten up to this point. It doesn't learn Pluck as a TM. What other flying type TMs did we have? Pluck. It does learn Roost, but I mean, that's not an attacking move, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But look at that, 90 power, 95% accuracy. Not a bad move at all if you were to teach this to a flying type. It does take 2 turns to hit, but still good. Plus you're invulnerable, basically invulnerable for the first turn. Unless someone uses, I believe the moves are Thunder, Gust, or Hurricane can all still hit you if you're in the middle turn of Fly. Just like if you were to use Dive, Surf will still hit you. Maybe Muddy Water? I doubt Muddy Water will hit you. And if you use Dig, Magnitude and Earthquake will still hit you. Entrance to the road for the Safari Zone. So we could go out and check that. You know what? We can't go all the way in here, but it might as well show off kind of what it's about. Did you know? Did you know? They're constructing a Safari Zone just around the corner. They say it'll be really fun if you will see many different kinds of Pokemon. It's all you can catch. There's no reason not to go, right? I'm so looking forward to the Safari Zone. Finished the construction already. Did you know? You want to go to the Safari Zone too? Still under construction. Please come back later. Yeah, that Safari Zone that the dude told us about earlier. Not ready yet. I appreciate that everybody's looking forward to it, but the lady at the reception seems a little bit too dramatic. Don't get your expectations too high. Now, I'm not sure. Can you already encounter Pokemon in here? It would appear not. Okay, I wasn't sure if this was included in the areas that Pokemon will spawn. Everything is thrilling. Explore to find wild Pokemon. Warden Baobuz. Safari Zone coming soon. Yep, still can't do that. Don't worry, we'll unlock it soon. It's like when you think of the Safari Zone, this is unlike any other Safari Zone. It's something else, and once again, shows that they've gone above and beyond any other game. Anyway, now that we have fly, we're able to fly to any city that we've gone to before, or even the national park if we really wanted to. I'll be using this a lot to go back to previous areas that we may have missed items due to not having surf or strength or rock smash or what have you. We'll be able to go back to get a bunch of items we missed. Explicitly TMs for the most part, because those are going to be very important. Did I heal? I didn't. It doesn't really matter, but we do have the medicine, and I think I have a little bit more time left here, so let's go to the top of the lighthouse and give that medicine to Amphi. And since we did make it to the top, and my batteries aren't going to die this time because I made sure to plug in my 3DS, we'll be able to go straight up to the top without any interference. Also, this is a very sinister sounding song to have. Sinister sounding song, how about that alliteration? That consonance. Great for your ears. We'll be able to go to the top without any interference. Will that medicine cure Amphi? No. I see. Amphi, hang on. And then we leave. No, it will. Rob handed the secret potion to Jasmine. I don't know why it's one word, but it is. Please don't be offended. Amphi won't take anything from anyone but me. Amphi, how are you feeling? Palu, palulu. Oh, beautiful. Oh, wow, that's an effect. Holy moly. Oh, wow, that's much brighter. Oh, I'm so relieved. This is just so wonderful. Thank you so very, very much. I will return to the gym. And now we'll be able to take her on. Once again, before I end this off, please let my berries be sprouted. Oh, they're sprouted. Oh, finally. I'm going to need every single one of these orange berries for what I will need to use them for, and luckily we'll finally be able to show that off in the next video. Thank the Lord. Because doing this actually introduces another one of my favorite, I'm just going to literally say it every single episode, one of my favorite mechanics in this game. Because I'm going to be honest, there's not a bad mechanic in this game. Like, all the side stuff is so good. It's not like, oh, the dance things in black and white that replaced contests that no one liked. Like, they did everything right with this game. They didn't replace the battle frontier with the battle tower or the battle mason. They have like a good safari zone that's not just, hey, suck. Oh, hi, Rob. This is Warden Baoba. Sorry to have kept you waiting. We finally opened the safari zone. Do you know where it is? You know the gate inside the cavern in Cyanwood City? If you go through there and walk for a short while, you should soon see the safari zone. We're a little out of the way, but please come visit. Oh, I will. But before we do that, we have a gym to take on. See you all in the next episode when we take on the Olivine City Gym. 2 gyms in a row, very close to each other. See you all then, and goodbye.